Over the years of teaching Photoshop for so long, I realized that taking anything for granted is usually a mistake. Case in point, masking. The other day I was talking to a student and we were talking about masks, and they were kind of new to Photoshop, and a lot of basic ideas about masking they didn't realize. And one of the main ones is that a mask, let's go ahead and put like a curves layer out, why not? We have a mask here. The mask is basically just another image. You can look at it that way. It's kind of another image. It's just pixels. Now, a couple of things that maybe you don't know about when it comes to managing a mask. For one, right now we have curves on here, as you can see. So obviously the mask is white, meaning any change we make to the curve, we see it on the entire image. Now, if you want to see your mask, you hold down Alt or Option and click the mask little thumbnail. Boom. Now, of course, it's pure white, so you see it. What a lot of people don't realize is that right now in this mode, you can paint. Yeah, with pixels. So let's get a brush. We have black as a foreground color, and we can paint with any level of gray, obviously. So if I paint black like that, okay, and then I click back on the curves layer itself, get away from the actual mask. Now, if we brighten and darken, that middle area does not get affected. See how we modified the mask? Keep in mind, this is just another image. How can we prove that? Look, if I come here again, hold down Alt or Option and click it. If I hit Command or Control A, capture the entire thing, hit Command or Control T, I can modify this like pixels. So here's the transform tools, right? I'm currently just changing the size here proportionately. You can hold down Shift and change the size like this. I can move it around, hit return. There it is. Command or Control D to deselect. And now the mask, if I click back over here, the mask has moved around. I can actually make that change without even viewing the mask. So I can click it, hit Command or Control A, Command or Control T, and I can modify the mask actively as if it's just pixels. And when I mean that it can be any image, I'm not kidding. Let's go ahead and just delete it real quick and come back. Here's another image. We're going to hit Command or Control A. We're going to copy that, come over here, view the mask, again with Alt or Option, Command or Control A, and then Command V. Now we pasted a photo into the mask. Go back, and now what do we have? We have a mask in the luminance of an image. And here again, if I click the mask, it can be, Control or Command T, and I can modify the shape of the mask any way I want. Sure, I can do that, but I can also run a filter. So if I really, really want to, I can run a filter on the mask, and there you go. Now I've softened it with Gaussian blur for some reason, and now I have that mask as another image. Now, why is that useful? Apart from creative, strange things like this, you never know when you need to modify your mask right now. So as you can see, I have a blurred version of this photo as my mask for some reason. I can always paint on it. I can run a filter on it. I can do a transform on it. There's so many different things you can do with a mask. And I never want anyone to take anything for granted, like I said, because someone, how do I put it? The student was saying, oh, I thought the mask was like a set of instructions and, you can paint away areas that you don't want with black. And I said, that's true. I didn't realize it's just a set of pixels. It is just a set of pixels. Okay. We can even create the luminance of an image itself and put that as a mask. That's going to be, Alt Control or Option Command 2. Now we select the luminance of the image. We can go to our mask, and if it's white, we can hit Command and Control I, and we've inverted. And now we have an inverted version of the luminance, but we can Command and Control I again, and now that's the image itself. And of course, now we can brighten and darken on the luminance of the image alone, which is actually somewhat useful at times, okay? So point is, a mask is literally just another set of pixels. Yes, it behaves a specific way. Black and white shows or reveals all the grays in between. Yes, that's true. However, it can be just about anything, and you can modify anything. And so again, if I click the mask, let's say I come over here to this mode, I hit Command or Control T. I'm going to hold down Option or Alt. And now when I grow, there you go. Now I have a brighten and darkening of the image slightly bigger, the luminance of the image slightly bigger because I put it on a mask. And look, as long as it's black or white or any gray, you can do anything to a mask. It's just pixels. One of the things that you have to remember, though, is that it is permanent. So those pixels cannot be set into a smart object or something like that. They can't be connected to an external image. They are permanent pixels, but you can modify them as if they're a little image. Sometimes or another, every now and then, that's exactly what you need. And I've seen, users and students over the years struggle because they don't realize they can change a mask that directly.